Welcome back. I'm Crystal. This is Crystal Cluster Gaming, and we are continuing our leveling series in the Battle for Azeroth, where we level from 1 to 60. I talk about the stuff I remember from Classic, the stuff I've done in Classic, so that way when Classic launches, we're going to do it all over again, and we're going to see how much I got wrong. If you've been paying attention to my videos, you know that it's kind of a fair amount, and I'm flushing. Interesting. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if this is your first video, wow, caffeine is kicking in, folks. If this is your first video, there are links down below in the description where you will find the playlist that is getting quite long as we are coming crashing toward our end. So you guys can, I highly recommend watching them in order, so you guys are following along and having fun and all that stuff, because a lot happens in this series. I mean, come on, it's 1 to 60. In our last episode, we finished the Eastern Plague Lands, where we roamed the Plague Wood, helped a paladin, we had a great time. We also decided to do a dungeon. I know I said let me know if you wanted it, but we're getting toward our end, and I love Skolo, and I love Skolo and Strathholm. I was gonna call it Strathomance or something. Skolohome? Anyway, we did do that. So we jumped up in XP a little bit. We are going to do Skolo as well because I really love Skolomance. We might also do a few more dungeons just to kind of push us closer to 60. Because this playlist is getting quite long and I don't really want to push it further than 30. So we might do a random dungeon extravaganza in our next episode if we are not level 60 by then. So, in this episode, we are continuing to quest out in the Badlands, where we went after the Plague Lands, while we wait for our Strathholm queue. And I believe it is just the Strathholm main gate that we really need. I'm going to look, because there are 2 different ones. So yeah, that's the main gate. And that's the main gate. Okay, so we only need the main gate. We're going to queue for that. And then we're going to continue with our quests. Welcome to the Black Dragon area. There is somebody who is studying over here that we have to go talk to. So we're going to go talk to them. We also do have to return our Skolomance quest, but we're going to wait till after we do Strathholm. That way we don't have to go all the way back again. Twice. My hearth is still set to that area, so it won't take us long at all. And take the bracers. So we got the bracers, gives me some more haste. First sample, wild eggs. I'm experimenting with black dragons. Specifically, I'm interested in how they procreate. My current experiments require plenty of black dragon eggs, which is why I am in this ravine. I gather the eggs for myself, but I think you'll benefit from helping me out. You'll find them along the edges of the ravine. Beware of the guardians that circle above. They are very protective of their eggs. Go figure! Go figure. Alright. And the whelps. Same thing. Kill 10 whelps. Alrighty. We got some fire bloom here, which we'll find in the fiery areas like Badlands, Strathholm. I'm saying Strathholm a lot because that's a dungeon we're going to. Badlands and Searing Gorge and Burning Steeps. Okay, so we got that out of the way. This is also another good place about this particular area, the Badlands, especially in Classic. You'll find a lot of mithril and thorium. Especially mithril. Mostly mithril, I believe. I'll correct myself if we see any thorium as we're running around. We're not miners, we're skinners and herbalists for now. In Classic, we'll be skinning and leatherworking. But this was one of those areas I've explained this in other videos, the way gathering professions have changed. Okay? But the mining has pretty much stayed the same. They have not moved mining nodes too much, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Things that have I'm wanting things that have happened before for 600 Alex. Yeah, you get the idea. We don't really need to skin because we've already maxed out our skinning in this area. But it's always fun to do so. You would farm here for black dragon scales. Here comes the guardian. for the Black Dragon Scale leatherworking specialization profession, where you get fire resist gear, hunter gear, stuff like that. Mostly fire resist gear. Another whelp. We need 5 more whelps. More whelps, more whelps. Oh my god. Dots, dots, dots. Next a joke. Okay, another egg. We just need 2 more eggs. Or 1 more egg? 1 more egg. The dragons are not interested in us right now, which is kind of neat. That's because we've pulled so many. We've taken out so many. It's no big deal. So we just need a couple more baby dragons. 2 more. And there's 2 more right there. Perfect. Let's boop that one. Here we are. Wild eggs, check. Whelplings, check. Oh shit, I think she just says she's no longer a goblin. The Black Dragonflight was once noble. They were the Earth Warders protecting the very land itself. How ironic it would become they would become the worst menace the land has known. I believe there are remains of this a sliver of hope, however, and so does my mistress. The Black Dragonflight will live beyond Deathwing's treachery and will soar through the noble Earth Warders once again. As the noble... You get the idea. I wish to show you something. Close your eyes. I will reveal the final part of my studies. I will remove the fog from your eyes. Behold our captive. Alright, we have a black dragon captive. This dragon is being held against her will. She is hidden from her brood right in the middle of their breeding grounds. She lays the eggs, but they will be taken away before she can see them hatch. Cruel, perhaps. Not as cruel as the treatment their dragonflight has shown my mistress. Show me that I can trust you. Take these eggs and bring them here. You will need to beat the dragon into submission before you can take them. That's depressing. Sorry, big guy. Big girl. To be honest, though, I think the goblin is working for the red dragons, which, the black dragons abused the red dragons, and stole their eggs, so I think it's kind of only fair in the really dark world that we live in. 1. Alright, she's getting up again, so we gotta do this like 3 times.
I cannot attack that.
Okay, that was awful, but that quest is done. Remember, this is for the good of the flight. You are here to redeem them, not hurt them. This is just a step in recovery. It's messed up is what it is. As I hinted at earlier, I am no ordinary goblin, as you already guessed. You may have already guessed my true identity. Let me show you my true form, because you're trustworthy. Deathwing's madness overcomes him, and we, the red dragons, see, I was right. We must take the, take this opportunity to steal his black dragons from beneath him. We will remake the black dragons as they were intended to be. I made a calculated decision to revealing myself to you. I needed you to trust me, but I must no longer stay here in this ravine, as my cover's clearly been blown. You may be able to slip away unnoticed. Here, take the results of our research. Bring them west. Okay. You can't give me a ride, Mr. Dragon? Or Miss Dragon? You get the idea. We are level 34. We just got passive bestial wrath. Barb shot takes down the cooldown, I believe is what that says. So we're gonna go run to where we need to be, and I will meet you guys where we need to be. Alright, we are arrived at Argamon's End, which is the next spot we need to be at. Hey! I'm gonna talk to this gnome. Ooh! Science stuff! Let's see what you got! Wild eggs? Eh, useless. They're never very any good. Oh, what's this? Some sort of pre-engineered egg? Oh, this looks very promising. But I don't know what Rhea has had to do with it. Yes, very nice corpses. Very nice indeed. Okay. I need some time to analyze these samples, as well as break from this trog shooting duty. Go man one of the turrets and take out as many trogs as you can. I'll be here studying. The turrets have 2 abilities, a regular shot and an electrical overload. When too many enemies get close, boom! Alright, and then we get a new gun. Another gun. Why is there so many guns? It's depressing. Alright, so let's take to the cannon. There's a cannon here we can use. Alright. Ordinary shot. Boom. Boom. That's not a trog. Alright. Final wave complete.
You're a tall one.
Right, new weapon. Alright. I've got an idea, but it's been a long...
It's away.
Excuse me.
Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you.
I accepted that quest super fast, so that way we can get to the dungeon. Alright, Skolo, the main gate. Here we come. Welcome to Skolo Manse, guys.
Very good.
Again, not reading the quests out too much because, A, there's a lot. B, this group is probably going to move quick. Skolo Manse was once a great city in Lordaeron where Arthas showed up after hearing about the plague and thought it was a great idea to cull the city. There's a bit more to it than that, but that's the basic starting. So, this city was sacked by the Alliance. And when I say by the Alliance, I mean by a prince who thought he had a good idea, but turns out he was wrong. So here we are. The city still end up being plagued by plague things. So Arthas didn't exactly do a good job. He didn't stop anything. He was hunting Mal'Ganis. Just nothing went well. This place was one of the end game dungeons, much like Skolo, where you had to, you got tier sets out of this. You got the blue tier groups. Dreadmist, Lawbringer, Valor, what else? Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Okay. You can see that there is a orange circle above the tank, which is, in this case, it's a bear. That is recognizing him as the tank. In BFA, a lot of folk like to mark who's who. That way you can keep up with them and you don't lose sight of them and you don't over-pull or under-pull or whatever. Because it's a tank responsibility to pull in this, the current dungeon climate. That is why there is a orange thingy above his butt. Or above his head. Alright. So, we're going to go grab the guy's tobacco. That's what we're doing. That's what we're on our way for. Try to send in the cat. Ooh, there's a rare here, too. That's exciting. One thing about Skolo is this was actually, Strathholm. This was a part of the Paladin quest, where you had to get holy water and stuff like that, like what I picked up, to get your mount. It's like the healer pulled a bit extra. I think we get the tobacco from the mailbox or from the courier. I don't remember which. Okay, so somehow we pulled an entire second group. That just happened. Okay. The guy literally ran right into it. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. Bring my cat out. So, now that we know that it's not going to go horribly wrong again, we're going to kill the courier again. And I'm actually going to keep a half an eye on back over there. Because when Fabius spawned, we got a lot of extra shit.
I don't have a target.
Whatever his name is. Alright.
I cannot move that right now.
It looks like we just lost a quest because the body despawned, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna keep going. Pretend it never happened. This dungeon is not really going according to plan, folks. There's a guy in our group that keeps running, auto-running into stuff, and this is one of those times that the dungeon group is not great. But, what are you gonna do?
I don't have a target.
Let's direct to the cat. And now the cat is dead. Well, that went well. Oh, I should not have come here, 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 should not have come here. Okay, well, we keep wiping a lot. This is not a good dungeon day, which, you know, stuff that happens, it's fine. But we're gonna go after this rare real quick, so I figured I'd jump back in here. There's a bit of drama going on in our group because the healer is sick of trying to heal the druid tank because he's taking so much damage, blah 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 blah. Welcome to the climate of BFA, Battle for Azeroth, Cataclysm, Mist Pandaria, basically everything since Classic. Everything is somebody's fault, and yeah, everybody is everything's fault. You know, like when I say that, I mean like it's always the tank's fault, it's always the healer's fault, or it's always the Huntard's fault. So far, nothing has been my fault yet. So, well, actually, I touched a mailbox. But that was after the other guy touched the mailbox, so it was only half my fault. But, yeah, the priest is getting pissy because he doesn't understand why the druid's taking so much damage. Tells him he should re-roll a warrior. Which the druid is fighting back with, I've never had a problem before. It's just gross. This is the world we live in. Just got a new pair of pants. Yay. The guys go, please stop touching the mailbox. What's the warrior do? Touch the mailbox. So much drama. And the tank just died. Making the cat take aggro. I'm gonna try to heal the cat. It's not gonna work. This is the state of the game now. State of the game now. State of the game now. This is the state of the game now. I don't feel like dying right now. And then I die anyway. Guys. And now we get the new DPS coming in. And now this DPS is going, what the hell's wrong with this group? Oh, guys, we shouldn't have come here. We should not have come here. We should not have come here. In case you were curious, we should not have come here. I kind of feel a little bad because I can almost guarantee you that all these folk are wearing heirlooms. And I'm not. I thought this would be a good idea, but I was wrong. Unless there's a quest item or a boss, I'm just gonna, like, meet you guys where stuff gets interesting. Because the amount of times that this is going tits up is kind of brilliant. Alright, another boss. We got Timmy! South Park reference as far as I can figure it. Okay, another boss down. I got a pair of boots. Big dick pulls, it's fine. Well, at least the group's kind of getting a bit of a positivity back now that we haven't died in 5 minutes. Oh, this is a boss. That's why it's taking so damn long. Hi, we found another boss. I might as well say it. That, yeah, is kind of exhausting wiping. Especially in BFA, I find myself getting a little bit more annoyed that we kept wiping every 30 seconds. Which you may or may not have seen, depending on how my editing goes. But that's what Classic is. Like, that's gonna happen in Classic. I could almost put money on it. So, hopefully it won't annoy me so much as it is now. Like, as I said, part of it is my fault because I am not heirloomed like the rest of my friends here. which leaves me at a disadvantage. I'm not being very helpful. But what are you gonna do? In this area, you also find blacksmithing plans for a couple interesting things. In Classic, not only did you get recipes from profession trainers, you also got. Let me just boop this. There we go. Not only did you get it from trainers, you also got it from just around the world. In dungeons on the floor, from quest mobs, from random mobs. It's kind of a cool thing about professions. You can only use them at like, certain levels. But yeah. See what I mean by hunters have to CC? I think I've saved that healer twice by throwing my traps around. While the tank just, you know, totally ignores the fact that things have gone to the back of their group again. I hope I don't do that in Classic when I run my tank with my husband. But I'm not going to make any promises at all. I know better. You also have to use the cannons to stop mobs from coming after you. So as you can see, they start kind of piling up. So you grab a cannonball and you blow them up. Boom! Okay. Boom! We defeated another boss. We're now on our way to the final wing of this dungeon, where we will get the rest of our quests. And we will defeat the boss, we'll get a whole bunch of XP, and then we won't come back here. Oh, I need more AoE. I am a firm believer that I need way more AoE. Hunters used to have volley, which was a really cool move in Classic, but they took it away after a while, I believe. We get that funny barrage thing, but it's not the same. Well, we have a paladin in our group now, so that's not so bad. I didn't even notice when the paladin jumped in. Okay, because the warrior's gone. The warrior that kept opening the damn mailboxes is gone. I get it. Okay, we got one of the annals of the silver hand. And there's the painting behind us. Ooh, got a righteous orb. That was a very valuable item back in Classic. Can't remember why. No, it was enchant. It was a crusader weapon enchant. Just remembered. Ha! Whew. So we got all the quests with the exception of tobacco, because it bugged out on us. So not bad. And here is Balnazar. Now in Classic, in the human area, in this area, you actually fought him originally as his human form, and then he goes, ha ha, look at me, you thought I was human? Well, I'm the one in control of the Scarlet Crusade, and I'm a demon. So, yeah, that was a thing. I think I mentioned that in previous episodes, that the Scarlet Crusade was actually being controlled by a demon. That is because the undead were actually pawns of the Burning Legion, which were demons. Ooh, we're getting a lot of loot. We just got a new headpiece. Kind of cool looking headpiece, too. Alright, Crown of Tyranny is what we got. So let's return all these quests, shall we? The Dreadlord Balnazar, we get a cloak. For Love and Family, we get XP. That quest, we get XP. And there's another quest out here with this guy. As you can see, the Scourge have arrived. So, yeah. We missed out on one quest, but that's fine. So we're gonna go fly up to Eastern Plaguelands. I will meet you guys there, and we will hit level 55, and we'll be five levels away from our goal, which is good. It's cool. It's awesome. Alright, we have arrived after a very long flight. I thought I had my hearth here. Turns out I didn't. It's just been one of those days today, folks, where everything you thought was going right turns out wasn't. So, let's get our cloak on. We're gonna turn in these quests. I was just rep? Those were rep quests? They weren't even XP quests? Well, guys, after that great thing that we just noticed, after all of that, the dungeon stressiness, that's it. We're done. We're done for the day. I wash my hands of this day. If you like this video, I'll be surprised, but throw a like down down there where the like button is somewhere. Ring that bell, subscribe, comment down below, and share in my pain how much today's dungeon sucked. I do want to do a dungeon episode within either this episode or the next episode where that's all I do, because we are almost 5 levels away from the end, and I think it'd be a great idea for a dungeon extravaganza. So, until then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.